All right, whenever you're all ready.
Ready when you are.
Coach, just talk about being on site now in Houston and getting close to the game.
Yeah, I was excited because we've had 3 days off, letting the guys go home. Everybody made it on time. You always worry about that whenever you let them go home. And then I thought we practiced really fast today, so it was good to see. We've had a lot of carryover because, we've had, multiple practices getting ready for Ole Miss, so it was a really good day.
Talk about effort today.
Well, Tuesday, which is a Tuesday on a Saturday, that's our tomorrow I'll have alignment and assignment. So big day, we always talk about it, establishing the effort that we're going to play with on Tuesday, which is our first day of the week. So thought the effort was really good.
I know you're huge on social media, so maybe you saw people losing their minds about those white helmets. Can you just talk about their for practice, and you're honoring the guys from Houston?
Oh yeah. That was the equipment guys had a really good idea. So that was our practice helmets. They put those on. We put out what we were wearing the other day as far as the black helmet, and we'll have the pirate flag and everything to honor Coach Leach. So our plan is to go black, red, red. We wore that against Texas this year. So I call it the Danny Amendola special. Since he's from Houston, we're going to honor him wearing that combination.
So you guys traveled on the team charter. How many guys came down here on their own, roughly?
There was probably about, I would say 35 to 40 on the team charter, and then the rest. So there was more that traveled on their own, where guys that were from Houston or guys from the Metroplex, they drove down, so they could spend a few days with their family for Christmas holidays.
So this is your first time back together on the field since
3 days ago. So what was that, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah.
Hey, Coach, can you just talk about, you got the rodeo bowl, you're going to the hospital, so outside of the game, there's some other things involved here as well.
Yeah, so I was a part of this bowl in 2018. We played bandy, and they do a phenomenal job. I think this is one of the best bowls there is whenever you start talking about all the bowls. Number one, you're going to get to play indoors, so a lot of people have had bad weather. We're going to have great weather. It's going to be somewhere between 70 and 74. Us being in Texas, I'm expecting, and they're expecting a huge crowd. And then the events, the rodeo bowl is a lot of fun for the players, good competition against each other. And then some events to where we can give back to the community is a big part of bowl season.
And then can you just talk about just the blessing of spending extra time with these guys and getting one more game?
Yeah, it's huge. Whenever our very first team meeting, whenever I got the job, we talked about, the expectation is like we're going to be bowl eligible every year, and so the expectation is to build off of that. And we've got a chance to, win 8 games this year. It hadn't been done in a while. And so we're excited about that. We talk all the time about how this team's going to be remembered. This team's done some things that's never been done before, and 8 wins. It's been a little while since Texas Tech's done that, so we're going to try to do it against Ole Miss this week.
Tyreek
Both of them should play. We got one. Tyreek has a strained calf. He's on the back end of it, so we feel good about that. And then Shad has a strained groin. We've been real cautious with him, just with the number of corners that we have. And so he's played so many snaps. He knows the defense. He's just making sure he play 100% during the game. No, it was like one of our very first practices. So it's been about 2 weeks since. Shot just happened probably a week ago. Tyreek did his really early, and it was a pretty bad strain. And so it's taken a little bit to get back. Mason's out, yeah.
We got time for about a couple more.
Shoulder, yeah. Prop right there the week of the OU week, the OU game.
Hey, we're not going to get you tomorrow. Can you just tell us your thoughts or maybe your favorite Christmas memory?
Well, I love Christmas. In fact, a lot of times I was probably a little bit too excited I think I probably got a spanking every Christmas Eve because I was the kid that was always in the presents, and my uncles would say, "Could you settle him down a little bit, George?" George is my dad. And so I usually got in trouble because I was always in the presents. I wanted to open the presents.
Back on that for a second.
Yep.
Was that not the spring?
Yeah. That's tough. I mean, it's good that we've got the guys that we signed. We've got 3 DBs that are coming in. BJ, Jordan, and Chapman are all coming in mid-year. And so that's going to be huge because they're going to get a bunch of reps. But it's tough on Landon because he had bounced back from his hip. And, you know, we were expecting him to play in the OU game, at least special teams wise. And he dove and hurt his shoulder. And, you know, it's one of those deals you want to go ahead and get cleaned up right now, you know, as soon as you can.
Did y'all announce what Steve did?
Yeah. Man, excited. I mean, one of the best offensive linemen that are out there, knows the offense. One thing I fell in love really quickly. He said, "I promise you, I'm gonna bring energy to your offense, Coach, on the pace that we play. You know, you guys know I love energy." And so, whenever he said just those words, I'm excited.
And so, what's your expectation for this race? Where you're thinking Caleb, you want to play next year? Where you're thinking Cole?
So it's going to be a big shuffle. We're going to go. Our expectation is Monroe Mills at left tackle, Cole Spencer at left guard, Rusty at center, Dennis at right guard, and then Caleb Rogers at right tackle. If we started, because you got Landon Peterson that played a bunch, he's not going to get to go through spring, so he'll battle at tackle or guard. You know, that's the one thing that's been really good. Ty Buchanan's had a great bowl practice. That's been good with these practices because we've moved, like we played Caleb some at center, to play Dennis at right guard, to play Ty Buchanan at left tackle and right tackle. So we've created some depth in these extra practices.
All right, thanks, Coach.
All right.